Dear Career Agony Aunt,
I see so many women around me burning themselves out trying to prove they deserve their spot. Honestly, I've been that woman too. Exhausted, overthinking, stretched thin. But lately, I've also met women who seem to rise without losing themselves. They're calm, focused, respected, and they look like they sleep. What do they know that the rest of us don't? Sign trying to win without falling apart.
Dear trying, you're not imagining it. Some women win at work not because they push harder, but because they move smarter. They've mastered what I call soft power habits, small, strategic behaviors that protect their peace and advance their careers. And the best part? You can start practicing them today. Here are the 5 habits of women who win at work without burning out. Habit 1. They protect their energy like it's currency. Winners don't operate on survival mode. They set boundaries before they're overwhelmed. They say, I can do that, but not today. I'm available until 4 p.m. Their power comes from clarity, not chaos. Habit 2. They have mastered communication. They have learned to speak with calm authority, not louder, clearer, not tougher, steadier. They don't rush to fill silence. They don't tumble over their words trying to justify themselves. They pause, they breathe. They choose their language with intention. They speak with calm authority, the kind that makes people lean in. Their tone, timing, and presence do half the work for them, because confidence isn't about volume, it's about control. Habit 3. They build strategic support, not just friendships. They understand this. Your relationships shape your trajectory. They don't rely only on workplace friendships. They intentionally nurture mentors, sponsors, and allies, people who see their potential and open doors. And they don't win this support by pleading or performing. They earn it by showing up consistently, delivering reliably, and staying visible in the rooms that matter. Habit 4. They celebrate small wins. They don't wait for a promotion, a title, or applause to feel proud of themselves. They honor progress as it happens, even the quiet wins no one else sees. Because they understand something powerful. Confidence doesn't just appear, it builds, brick by brick. Every task finished, boundary held, idea shared, or fear overcome. That's a win. Documenting those moments creates momentum, and this momentum builds your confidence. You walk into rooms differently, you speak with more certainty, you trust your own judgment. Confidence changes how you show up. It's the natural result of consistently noticing your own growth. Small wins don't just make you feel good, they make you a magnet for opportunities. Habit 5. They don't confuse self-sacrifice with success. Lastly, women who win know this. Their value isn't measured in exhaustion. Their self-worth doesn't come from a job title, a performance review, or how many extra hours they grind. Because they've built real confidence, the kind that comes from knowing who they are, not what they produce. They don't feel pressured to say yes to everything. They know when to push and when to pause, when to give and when to protect their energy. Their philosophy is simple. I can excel and rest. I can be ambitious and healthy. Success without well-being isn't success at all, and they refuse to burn out to prove their worth. Dear trying, you don't have to choose between success and sanity. The women you admire, the ones who rise gracefully, the ones who seem so self-assured, they're not superhuman. They're intentional. They protect their peace as fiercely as their goals. They rest. They pause. They choose environments that honor them. And you? You're already doing the most powerful thing, reflecting, learning, becoming more self-aware, building habits that will carry you further than pressure or perfection ever could. Let this be the year you rise, gently, steadily, powerfully, without losing yourself. You are not behind, you are not alone, and you absolutely deserve to win without burning out.
This story was brought to you by your Career Agony Aunt, helping you find your confidence, clarity, and the courage to grow in your career. If this helped you, subscribe for more practical insights to help you thrive at work. You deserve it.